What we wanted to do, what our vision was, is to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the Canadian flag, which is actually going to happen in 2065. So our idea is 100 days across 100 cities that celebrate 100 stories across Canada. How we're going to do this, and I'm talking no budget here, people. So about 100 days prior to February 15th, which is around Thanksgiving, 2064, cities across Canada are going to be asked to submit their stories via social media on what makes them proud to be Canadian and what makes them Canadian. These cities will get selected and they'll be able to partake in a cross-country experience that will have like full-blown Canadian branded like ambassadors in a branded vehicle that stops into these 100 cities and collects an item or something that really represents them, that will be taken back to Ottawa on the grand finale on February 15th, 2065, and put into a time capsule by the Prime Minister, whoever that may be at that time, or whoever she might be at that time. This is all going to be documented via social media. The whole country is going to be able to follow and partake digitally. We're going to have some swag that everyone can kind of have. And the big final grand finale is going to be this giant party right on Parliament Hill. My colleagues here are going to talk a little bit more about that.
So the grand event, the grand finale is, as Alyssa said, February 15, 2065. So this is a huge event, similar to like New Year's. We're talking a full day celebration. We have concerts, we have Canadian artists, all big names. We have MCs like Jim Carrey, Mike Myers. Performances by Celine Dion, Justin Bieber, Shania Twain. Anybody's going to be involved. Everyone is going to be wearing red and white to celebrate. We're going to have live broadcasts from the 100 cities from across Canada so that everyone can watch and everyone can be involved. We're going to have fireworks, of course. We're going to have some kind of time capsule. We didn't get to dig deep in that, but something worthy that someone like the Prime Minister can, bury and do it live on TV. We're going to have the star-studded Canadian anthem singing with all the big Canadian artists. And then we're going to have flash mobs throughout. So everywhere around the city it's going to be vibrant. The city's going to be alive. I'm getting the 1 minute mark.
Okay. And the big photo walk is going to be to have a giant wrap of the Parliament buildings, sort of a la Cristo, which has wrapped many of the big iconic structures in the world. The building is actually wrapped in pieces of fabric that have been sent in, been collected through the 100 Hudson Bay stores. There's been 100,000 pieces of fabric that have been sent into Ottawa by individuals, so everyone feels like they have a piece of this giant wrap, and they see themselves in it when they see, the wrap on television. And something along the canal as well that's all red and white, sort of flash mobby, also from the football.
I guess my colleagues said it all, but I guess the final piece would be our hashtag. Would be hashtag proud to be Canadian 100 years. That would be our brand as far as on the RV, on the tooths, on the scarf, so that can be our identifiable piece. Thank you.
Do you realize what's interesting is that none of the content that we had today was planned. It was all done in the last 30 minutes, and it was pretty remarkable. I'm very inspired by hearing everybody. The ideas are all open source. Hopefully tomorrow you can take some of these ideas, learn some new things, and most importantly, the tables that you're sitting at, make sure that you're exchanging email addresses, because this is called really deep networking. You go to a cocktail party, you don't know who the hell you're talking to. You're working with these people, and so new friendships form out of these things, new groups form out of these things, entire agencies can form out of these things.